That's how I'm gonna start the stream. I honestly want to restart the stream, but you know what? We're sitting with it. We're gonna live with that intro. We're gonna live with the cringe. We're gonna play through it. It's like golf, where you like hit a golf ball into like a creek. You just gotta play it where it lies, you know, at the bottom of the lake. This game is quite a bit loud. Hopefully it sounds good for you guys. Audio is my enemy, as usual. Oh wait a minute, I just completely forgot about. You know what? Can we restart the level? Let's just restart. This is the level again. I had a lot of issues here. Let's pop in. I don't need this fellow, so I'll take the Hypno Shroom. Ice is lame. Take you. I don't really need any of these if you think about it, so I'll take you. Let's rock. So what I meant to do prior is put these bad boys way up closer. These funny fellas need to be way on the front line because they don't have good range, and also they're dispensable. They're disposable. I can just kind of chuck them if I don't need them.
The zombies are coming.
The zombies. There he is.
Brains.
Oh man. The vibes. The vibes are immaculate with this game. Especially that that one song that we were listening to. I forget what it is called. It's called like the Ultimate Battle or something like that in the OST. It was the one that was in the bonus game that was just so good. Potato mine. Don't mind if I do. This so on the stream it doesn't actually look that bad. But in the actual game, so it is like really like pixelated and kind of weird when you're going in full screen, because this game wants to play in a very, very small window. There might be an HD re-release of this game. I'm like shocked there isn't. I'm pretty sure there might be, or at least there's like a fan mod or something like that, because it's just like, how does this game not get like HD remake? I don't understand. Although, I mean, they might. I might just be dumb. See, that's the world we live in right now, where I don't know. And that's kind of the research I'll do. And I mean, I did research before, and I don't think they did. Or if they do, it's some sort of mod or whatever. Some unofficial fan game, which honestly would probably be better than what they would come up with nowadays. I'm sure they would incorporate some sort of stamina meter to not allow me to plant my zombies, etc. So I actually have a good amount of money, which I would like to spend on upgrades, I think. I have to check the upgrades again, because there's certain plants that you can buy only in the shop to unlock them, and then there's some other like quality of life things that I don't exactly remember what you buy. But I do remember there is stuff. Alright, so this funny fellow right here, right? You hit him with the gamer button. I believe... Oh, well, no. I think if I hit him earlier, yeah, he would have done that and spawned his own horde. Yeah, the dancing boy, you want to hit him with that Hypno Shroom for sure. So you can get him, or at least or hit him with a one-shot kill, just so you don't have to like deal with him. But the Hypno Shroom is really nice, because then he's, you know, taking out entire waves of enemies for you. And you can't go wrong with that. Alright, I think we have another dub in the books based on the layout of the screen right now and how there's now no more gravestones. We're just like dominating the screen. I think we're good now. Let's get my back row in order. I'll get the sick back row. Start it right now. Check this out. I'm gonna have a row of double shooters in the back. I'll have that going. Well, it's almost over, too. This is the final wave. I can just hit them with the, well, I'll hit him with the Hypno Shroom for the meme. And then, oh, he didn't eat it. The wrong zombie ate it. Uh-oh. Time to use my cherry bomb to win the game. What does this guy do again? I honestly don't remember what this one does. the Mean Muggin shroom. Destroys a large area but leaves a crater. It's like, why would I not use the cherry bomb? I think a crater is not something you want. So, isn't there the shop? Survival. I don't have any of this unlocked. I thought that you could go to the shop at any time when you went to, like, this screen. Maybe you can, if I'm just being weird. Or maybe I need to get the key or something. I think you need to get, like, a special item to be able to access the shop. Alright, let's, there's a screen door. We're gonna need that. Hypnotic is kind of good. Yeah, let's rock with that. Roll with this crew. You can't go too wrong with the old reliable crew. This time, I'm just gonna put the screen door fume shrooms or whatever down. So is this like a tower defense game? I don't think I ever thought about it like that. I guess it is. Yeah, it pretty much is. I feel like I classify this game as something different. I don't know why I would necessarily, because it is that, like, archetype of game. And, it's funny that tower defense games, like, I never really... I was kinda into them, but I was never into balloons until recently, where I played a balloons game. I played the newest balloons game when I got it on sale for, like, a couple dollars. And put a lot of time in that game. That game is really good. It had the, like, so in this game, and in a lot of tower defense games, you are on a grid. And now Bloons had, like, a free form, you could put your units anywhere kind of deal, which I had not seen before, really. Unless you're counting, like, Dungeon Defenders, or, like, some other, like, third-person action kind of games like that. Shoutouts to Fortnite being one of those games with their that little side game mode called like the Battle Royale side game mode in Fortnite. You know that one. Yo, what's up, Kano? What's up? How's it going? Long time no see. Welcome to the Plants vs. Zombie stream. How's it bopping? I'm just waxing poetic about how back in my day, Fortnite was a tower defense game, not a battle royale game. Which is funny because I had friends who were like, "You should get this game like called Fortnite. It's cool. It's a tower defense game." And I'm like, "That game looks stupid. I'm not gonna play that game." And then it becomes like the biggest game of all time, basically. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I'm not a huge fan of that gameplay, though. I don't like Battle Royale games that much, in general. And I don't like Fortnite. Like, I think the thing that would make people like Fortnite is somewhat of the building mechanic. And I don't like the building mechanic, really. So, really not the game for me. But I like the art, and I like the idea of the game. But it's not, yeah, not my vibe. And it's like games like Apex like have really good gameplay and stuff like that. It's just like I don't like the Battle Royale vibe. Back in my day, yeah, we had to walk 42 miles and 10 feet of snow to get to school and spend 27 hours a day cooking. And Fortnite was a tower defense and blah blah blah, and we liked it. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, never mind, we're okay. Yeah, I really do feel old. If you wanna, I can also feel old talking about Minecraft and how, like, I had to go on, like, Notch's PayPal account and, like, directly, like, send him money, basically the download code. Because of, the old way Minecraft was set up. Where you just had to, like, just like, directly pay, just a Swedish dude. And you had to pay it in, like, whatever, is it, like, Krona? Whatever, like, the currency is. And you had to, it was just, like, the most sketchy thing of all time. Yet I did it. And I was out here crafting mines. And I was really into Minecraft, but It's because it's such a different game than when I played it that it's like, you know, I've moved on a little bit. I feel like an ancient Egyptian talking about old Minecraft. Yeah. It's so funny. One of the years, I was like, I want to go as like Steve for Halloween. And it's like nowadays, there's like, you just go to like a costume store, they'll have that. Back in that day, it was like you had to make your own like custom. Like people wouldn't even know what you are. You're like, what the hell is this? I mean, I was playing when it was. The way I actually found it was on G4. Yeah, which is the old G4 TV channel, which I didn't even have, by the way. It was just when I was at someone's house they had it. They had a segment on Minecraft, and I'm like, I have to play this game. So I played the free version, which didn't have the survival or whatever, and I was like, this kind of sucks. So I was able to buy the sketch version and play it eventually, though. And that I put a real good amount of time into that game, just playing the single player and all that. What a good game. And now it's still like relevant. I mean, I was playing Roblox back in the day. I'm still playing it occasionally. I mean, it's more of a streaming kind of hobby. I check in every now and again to see what is like new. But that was my Minecraft, I guess, when I was even younger. It was Roblox, and it's kind of crazy that that game has also stayed around and is still relevant today as well. Let me just murk some kids real quick. Boop. Half of the entire squad is gone now. I wanted to use the Hypno Shroom on that guy, but alas, we could not. I put like a few thousand hours into Creative on iPad Mini in like 2012. Yeah, I could never really get into the mobile version like that. Roblox is relevant for the wrong yeah, Roblox. Okay, Roblox is cool, and I like the games, and I appreciate the creators. It's just the company is a little like shady, and you know the whole not paying people good rates and sketchiness, but. I don't know, it's there's some really creative, good, fun games on there to this day. It's one of those things. Let me read this real quick. Hello, we would like to visit you for blah 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 blah. Okay. So it's one of those things where I talk about MapleStory and certain things that are old. And I'm like, "Oh, these old things were better when they were old." In certain ways. I think Roblox, you can still play some of the old stuff, even though some of it's broken or whatever. I think old Roblox is kind of one note. Like, it was fun for the time, and you had all these different, like, you had all these different games or whatever that were very rudimentary, very simple. And it was fun for the time, and I could enjoy it. And if that was the only thing it still was, then I mean, it could still be fun. But like, I think it's actually a better game overall nowadays in terms of content. Like, the games on there are much more fun than some of the older games, although they're a lot more like monetized. They're way more I mean, there was monetization back in the day with ticks or whatever. Back in the day when they had ticks, and you would make a VIP shirt for your level, but that was like to buy in-game in-game items and stuff like that. It wasn't as like I don't know. It wasn't literally you're trying to trick a 2-year-old into buying stuff, which is messed up. So will this crater last the entire game now? Is that how this works? Because I'm not going to use that if that's true. I think it heals eventually, but it's like, that doesn't seem that useful. Let's just freeze them all. I definitely think a lot of hate for the newer stuff is because of nostalgia. Yeah, I would agree. And it's so funny that no one wants to give that game a chance. That I, like... So I've told people that it's like, it's unironically a fun game to play. There's certain stuff or whatever, like you can play like fully functional Uno games and stuff on there. That's better than the official Uno. I definitely, yeah, I'm pretty sure Roblox is, yeah, there's like there's craziness in Roblox, and there's like some really good, like, well-made games that are like, feel like they're like full actual games that you can enjoy. the caveat being like, oh, I'm playing a kid's game. But it's really funny because sometimes I've convinced people to play, and then they're like, actually, that was a ton of fun. Getting them to play a second time is a little bit harder, but yeah, no, it is really fun if you're playing the right kind of game with a full bunch of people or whatever. And there's some really good stuff made on there. Now, I will say, as of recently, I have played, I've been getting into a lot of itch.io games, which has replaced my Roblox itch a little bit. And I think Roblox fills a very specific itch of... There's a lot of games that have custom user content. Like, I would say Little Big Planet is another one that I would point to. That is, like, you can just play it forever and people make, like, really interesting content. And Roblox is one of those things, because, like, anything is basically possible in that engine. And same, I mean, more so in Unity, because you can literally do, like, you have no limitations at all. Which, I mean, that's been a lot of fun. There are, like, really good AAA games, but most of them are mind-numbing, unfun cash grabs. Yeah. And even some of those mind-numbing cash grabs are fun, in a way. Like, some of them are, like, you can, some of the grindy games, like, can be fun, still. But, there's a limit, because the ones that make me upset are ones where it's literally, like, they're designed in a way for an actual, like, child to, click on it accidentally click on something and then pay money, which is, like, really scummy. Like, I've launched in the games where it's just immediately asked you to, like, buy something. Unity is an actual engine. Well, yeah, I will say Unity is an actual engine, but Roblox really is pretty open what you can do. I've messed around in the creator a little bit. It's almost, it is a, like, toned down Unity at this point nowadays. They've really made it pretty, like, accessible and also powerful. You can do a lot of stuff that's similar. Having used Unity and also used Roblox a little bit. I would still say if you're making a game, you probably want to use Unity so you could, you know, if it was successful, you could sell it and actually have fair rates instead of, you know, the rates you were going to get that are going to be, like, a little bit yikes. Also, I just killed every single zombie with that one explosion. So I'm assuming these Doom Shrooms have a bigger range than the Chili Pepper, but they make the hole. But, like, sheesh. That killed everything. Also, welcome to the pool, boys. The pool. Arrow! Looks like the zombies gave up attacking your front yard. Now they're trying your backyard. And on top of it, to top it all off, you can't even use your mushrooms anymore. Because they'll fall asleep during the day. Well, all those mushrooms that we got are now pointless. For now. But I kind of like that. You go back between the things. Doom shoots 5 tile radius. You a big Plants vs. Zombie head? You know the zombie lore? I'm doing some this is podcast prep for the upcoming Have You Ever Played podcast on the game. I mean, I really don't need the walnuts when I have a strong enough defense. Yeah, I'm okay with not having them, to be honest. Or any kind of, like, I don't really need defensive options that much. Love the first 2 games alongside the first 2 shooters. Yeah, the shooters seem actually really fun. They seem really interesting, and I would be interested in trying one of them, but I know I think the most recent ones aren't that liked. I haven't played the second Plants vs. Zombies game either. I just know there's some shenanigans with that game. It's way more mobile-y, if you know what I mean, than this game. I've seen, like, pictures of it. I think I like the art style looks cool. But yeah, that mobile-ness. 2,000 hours into the second shooter. Yeah, I've always, like, they seemed really good. And they go on sale all the time, but it's like, am I gonna buy the one that no one likes? I think the newest one people don't like it. And it's like the old ones, I don't know if they're like active, so it's like, maybe someday. Bum bum bum. The first two are good. This third is yeah. Maybe a new one will be good again, and I'll jump in then. The music in this game is so good. It is like insane how good it is. Every song hits. It's a banger. I think that is honestly a really big part of why people remember this game so fondly, is the art and music. Because if this game looked like garbage and sounded like garbage, I don't think people would care nearly as much as they do. Second is sorta active. Yeah, it's one of those things where probably like people are like clinging on to it because it's the version they like. Oh man. I get into a nice shooter every now and then. I can get into a shooter. Get some bug fixes here or there. Got released on Steam a few months ago. Yeah. I was the last like shooter I was really playing a good amount of was that Call of Duty Cold War. That was actually pretty fun. I hadn't played a Call of Duty in like a really long time. So just getting into a Call of Duty again was actually a lot of fun. Alright, let's see if I can finagle this right now. I think I'll be okay. I don't want to put a mine down. Alright, I think this will be enough to kill that guy, I think. Okay, I think we'll be okay. Alright, we got the first boy. We got our first absolute unit right here coming in. I'm gonna need to... That's not possible, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, that makes no sense. There's no way that's possible. And it was not. Alright, so I'm gonna pull... This is called a little gamer move right here. We're gonna put this down here to delay the inevitable a little bit so we don't lose our better unit. Ideally... Yeah, that gave us enough time to be okay. A bit of a gamer strategy. Brought to you by gaming. I feel like the Have You Ever Played podcast is gonna be a very big nostalgia revisiting kind of deal. I can't imagine us really... I could foresee covering a game I have not played or neither host have played. But that's kind of a gamble, because if neither of us are into it, like, what do we do? So maybe on a guest episode where we have a third party who's played it, that might be the best solution. Because I do plan on having guests outside of my co-host James on the Have You Ever Played podcast, available on Spotify and other podcast services and on YouTube. Currently on my YouTube channel, eventually on its own channel, probably. Where we talk about video games in like a book club kind of form. We just did Portal 1 was the first game we covered. Squash. The squash is actually kind of nice, because the squash... I'm going to use the squash instead of the potato mine, because we can use the squash anywhere. And it's only a little bit more expensive. It's a nice little upgrade. And I think he jumps over certain things. He does, like, specific things. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. What else did I take last time? The potato mine? I know, but weird. I don't really need the ice. Or maybe ice would be nice. Actually, honestly, using the chomper in the water is not a bad idea, because, they can deal. Probably the biggest selling point of the shooters is almost all the characters is like 100. Oh, what? There is like 100, probably why third failed. There's only like 24. I didn't even realize there was that many characters. I did know that there was like, you could play as plants or zombies, and I assumed they were all very different. In a hero shooter kind of like Overwatchy game.
Zombies are coming.
pretty cool. I was honestly, I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed Overwatch, even though that game just causes me nothing but frustration. I'll be willing to give Overwatch 2 a try. I played some of the beta. I'll be willing to try it again when it launches. Because I think it's gonna be free anyway. Yeah, so, I mean, and Overwatch is fun. In a way. Overwatch is fun in theory, but, mostly just annoying to play. Team Fortress 2 is still my go-to kind of, like, zone out, head empty. If you want to just play a game and you don't want to think about it at all, and you want to just, you know, not have to worry, that's kind of a good game. Because there's no stakes, you can just leave. Who cares? That's probably why that, yeah, TF2 is fire. That's probably why that game, it probably is why that game failed at the end, is because, well, at least failed to live on as well as it could have, because they tried to add a competitive mode, and people are like, playing TF2 competitively sucks, because it ruins all the fun. And it's like, well, we can't monetize non-competitive rage, like, we can't have a game where you're not, like, raging constantly, and, like, queuing up out of madness and frustration. So it's like, I don't know. They did that game dirty, even though I'm glad it's still getting... It recently got some stealth updates that fix some of the bot stuff, and... Yeah. Well, no, I don't think TF2 failed. It's just, yeah, the bots did try to fix the bots or whatever. TF2 didn't fail, I think it just failed to make enough money in today's, like, market for gaming. I don't think they tried to monetize it. They tried to monetize it like Counter-Strike, like CSGO. But the problem was, it didn't seem to work, because they added the weapon skins and stuff. And it's just like, it's funny, because TF2 was one of the first games with, like, loot boxes and microtransactions. But they couldn't keep up with their own monetization, where games nowadays all have battle passes and all that stuff to get tons of infinite money, and competitive. They have competitive queues where, like, you're gonna want to, like, rage keep playing the game, or you get, like, addicted to that, like, queuing and, like, trying to get better or whatever. I think if competitive took off, we would see a lot more support for TF2. Because without competitive in an esports scene, people are gonna watch it, and this, like, multi-tiered. Like, CSGO does so well because, you know, it can run on, like, a toaster. It also is, like, it's easier to watch. It's more like, I don't know, you can see what's going on. It's very competitive. And you can sell all those skins for, like, a crazy amount, and they have that big economy of just knives and all that craziness. I really do hope they, like, I don't know if I wanted Team Fortress 3, because, you know, that would be, like, wacky and probably, like, a hero. Like, it would probably be, like, it would feel like it would be ripping off Overwatch, weirdly enough, even though people were all saying the other way around, whatever. Team Fortress Alex, yeah. Alright, Team Fortress 3 in VR, that would actually be pretty fun. I mean, it would be probably nauseating and a novelty. That might be, the future. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for Team Fortress. I hope I hope at a minimum we can still play Team Fortress 2 for a long time. I think, as long as people are playing it, like, it's a really good game. Like, you can just play it, and as long as people are playing it, I think it'll be good. And, I mean, worst case scenario, we already basically have private servers and, like, modded versions of the games and all this nonsense. I'm pretty sure there's a game called VR TF2 called, like, Meat Fortress, because it's, oh, Lord. Oh, God. That's a yikes moment. Well, at least that game probably doesn't have any bots. I don't know, like, that's the thing, like, I don't know, Valve's weird. Valve's really, like, I kind of wish, I get the fact that they make Steam and they make some hardware, even though their hardware is usually bad. Although the Steam Deck is awesome, and I think it's doing really well, and I'm hoping they'll make new versions of it, because I already have a Steam Deck, but I will spend my money on the Steam Deck too, because, you know, it's a fun toy. The Steam Deck is, like, genuinely awesome. No, it is fire. I have one. I literally put my money on, like, the second they announced it. I put my money down for it. It is really good. It is one of my favorite, like, devices of all time, because it's just, you can play like anything on it. It's just nice. It's just fun to, it's nice to be able to play stuff, and it's also just a fun tinkering thing. Because half of the reason I want something like that is to tinker with it and just, like, see what I can get to run on it and do all that stuff. And there's a lot of room to do that kind of, like, tinkering. Big fan of it. A lot of fun. Yeah, no, the Steam Deck is great. Their other hardware, not as great. I mean, I'm sure the Valve Index is probably great. One day I'll maybe get that. Computer is broken right now, so having a Steam Deck would be nice. Yeah. I wish Steam Deck, I mean, this is a whole supply chain thing. It would be nice if you could just, like, be like, oh, I want to buy a Steam Deck, let me go buy one, and not have to be, like, on a big list, like a wait list. I don't know what it's like nowadays, but yeah, like, that was an issue. But that's not really Valve's fault. Shoots peas in threes. I love the super pea shooter. Now we're starting to get into some fancy fun. So we have, like, this pea shooter, right? We're gonna use the super triple pea shooter for fun. Eventually with the fire thing, which you can start doing crazy combos. Which I appreciate that. Cherry bomb we want. I'll get frozen peas, because we're gonna probably want to use the triples. We're gonna want to use the oh baby a triple instead of the rapid fire. The music's so ominous for the pool. Yeah, no, Steam Deck is cool for sure. I'm just thinking about all the games to cover on that podcast and stuff. Probably going through a lot of nostalgic stuff, and it's good because I'll be like, it'll give me a reason to stream stuff like this. And then it's like, because if I stream something like this game, and like, it's kind of a weird thing because certain games don't really have a Twitch following. Imagine trying to clean out all the corpses out of the pool. Well, you see, it's nutrients for the plant. And actually, our pool looks immaculate. Like, our pool, there must be so much chlorine that like, when they fully submerge, they instantly dissolve. Just instantaneous dissolve right into our spectral water. I feel like you couldn't swim in this pool without your, like, eyes melting. Have you guys ever been in a pool that had so much chlorine it, like, burned your skin? Because I have. And it was, like, ironically, it was, like, the dirtiest pool I've ever seen in my life. I went to one of the people I knew growing up had a pool, and they were, like, a notoriously dirty person. And their pool had all dead bugs and flies in it and stuff, so it was a dirty pool, but it had so much chemicals in it that it, like, literally burned your skin. Like, unlike anything I've ever been in before. Yeah, some people, you know, shouldn't have pools, I guess. And the worst thing is, like, they were, like, one of the only people who had a pool, and they always wanted to have people over for the pool, but their pool sucked. Their pool actually didn't suck, the pool itself. It was a legit, like, in-ground, nice pool. The problem is, they just didn't care for it properly, so it was gross. Yeah, I would imagine it would be that kind of a pool that would melt your eyeballs like this. I have a interesting relationship with pools, as I like them. I really like to swim. I don't have a pool. I really like to swim. I just never really do it that often, and when I do, I'm like, oh, I enjoy this. I should do this more, but then it's like, I don't know, I have to figure it out. And I don't like to swim in the ocean. I don't really like the ocean. Yeah, I don't like to swim in the ocean, really, so I'm like, I want to swim in a pool. But it's like, where am I going to go swim in a pool? If I don't have one. I gotta know someone who has a pool, that's the thing. That's the dream, is having someone you know who has a pool that lets you use their pool. But I feel like that can never... It's like a Netflix subscription or like a shared subscription. It just never ends well, because, like, you're gonna be using their pool. They're like, oh, come over anytime, you could use our pool. And then you could either be the kind of person who's like, I'm in my own head, I'm not gonna go over there because I feel like I'm imposing. Or you could be the person who's like, I'm gonna go over there every day and abuse this. And then they'll be like, alright, we gotta tell him he can't keep coming over. You know, it's just not ideal. Then you got like a gym membership. Like, I used to have a gym membership. You could go swim in that pool. I mean, that's kind of a good deal. But like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go like, I don't know. I have to go drive there. It's a whole thing. And I'm gonna go swim by myself. I mean, I guess as part of exercise. But then now you're just exercising. You're not having fun. Yeah, I don't know if you can bring like a six-pack to the gym. I think they would probably not appreciate it. Well, okay, you can bring a... Let's wait, one second. Words are interesting. You can bring a six-pack to the gym, but as long as it's attached to your body and not drinkable. That is the, that's a little bit of wordplay for all the word heads in the chat. Also, I realized that I should put the, trips... I should have put this guy... I should have put him back further. I should have a back row for him, but I mean... I can kind of protect him fairly well anyway. The triple P's make me very happy. I gotta say, I'm a big fan. Triple P. Plants. Oh my god. I'm getting so many coins. I think I have a crippling social media addiction now that, I didn't really use social media before, but with the Matt Fondue accounts, now I'm on, like, TikTok, and I use Twitter, and I have all these different things, which you should follow me on. Because I put random clips and post stupid stuff. But now all I do is just refresh, and I'm just like, I need the algorithm. I'm looking, it's like, oh, someone liked my post. I'm constantly just looking, I'm like, oh, Johnny John just liked my post. And then, actually, you know what kills you? You get a follower on something, or a subscriber, and it's like, little Timmy liked or followed your content. I'm like, yeah, I got a follower. And then they just unfollow a couple hours later, and I'm like, damn. That's cool. They got tired of me real fast. That's real tough. But it is fun though. Putting all these different clips, editing clips together and putting them up. That's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed that, I have to say. I gotta go watch. So what I've basically been doing is I just will watch back my, I'll like watch my clips at like, usually at like a higher speed. Oop, we did it. I'll put my clips on like a, like 3 times speed and just like look through and try to find anything that I think sticks out. Alright, so now we got this like tangle root thing. This is nice because we can use that instead of squash. I mean, is it really better than the squash though? I mean, we can actually lay the traps down, so it's actually kind of nice. I mean, but the squash can be used anywhere. And also it can kill those pole vaulters. Yeah, I'll keep the squash, because honestly I think that's probably a better move. Because we can kill the pole vaulters with it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I like that. I really do like the root man. But I think squash is kind of a good... It's only 25 solar more. This game weirdly gives me musical and the fact that you have sun vibes to Boktai, the game that I played on here, about the solar vampires and whatever, the Konami game. Kojima Konami Game Boy isometric stealth zombie vampire hunting game. Yeah, that one. I still gotta play the sequel. I started it, and well, I've played it myself, but on the stream. I'll just restart that game from the beginning, and because I really didn't get far, I got like an hour in. Take that old VOD down, because there was interest in it too, I guess, which is interesting to me. Those games are fantastic, though. That might be a good Halloween kind of deal. Although I have some Halloween games planned for October. play some spooky games. I kind of want to get into some horror games. I feel like people would enjoy me playing horror games because okay, here's the deal. I like horror games. I like the atmospheric horror. I'm not a huge fan of jump scares because they just get you like startled and riled up, right? Although when Amnesia Dark Descent goes on sale, I'm gonna buy that game and I will stream that game. And that game is like, I'm pretty sure only jump scares. But I want to have the fun lantern and run around like that with my lantern. And I think that's almost a rite of passage for content creators, right? You gotta play the funny, scary gamer game and be like, oh! You gotta get the nice thumbnail, like. But I genuinely would be like, bruh, this sucks. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think it could be fun. Because I genuinely would be like, kind of like, oh, I don't want to go through this door. Come on. Just because, like, I didn't really play that many horror games. I do want to play Silent Hill games, but I feel like that should be a on my own time kind of thing. Because, yeah, I feel like that's not a good stream game for me. Especially because I feel like people would kind of ruin it in a way. I think slow those kind of games are more suited for solo play. Let's put the squash right here so we can vibe. There's actually you kind of forget how much variety there is in this game of plants. Like, you really are given a lot. I mean, there's some overlap in what they can do, but they really do give you like a pretty hefty amount of plants to choose from. And I think they do a pretty good job of keeping the game fresh every now and then. Like, every now and then you'll get a mini game or something like that. I think it really helps for the pacing. Because if it was just levels like this, it would get pretty old pretty fast. And it's like, just as when you're starting to get like, a little antsy, they do add something. So check out this pole vaulter, right? He's done. You're toast. The squash is great because he looks behind him. He looks behind himself and actually is able to like take out fools. Take out fools who think they were slick, but they are not slick. They are the opposite of slick. This is... Okay. This might be not ideal. We'll see. This might be very not ideal. Okay, we're okay. I'll waste 2 lily pads for the safety of my big unit right there. As to not have him get murked. Yeah, let's get him squashed. Nice. The problem is I need another squash here. I mean, I don't want to use a cherry bomb is like very overkill for taking him out. But it might be I still got some time. Oh, he's okay. He's already dead. Okay. I was like, maybe I'll do it. I don't know, but we're good. The squash can be used to take this guy out. All right. I should get my sunflowers. Like, honestly, I should get these guys going more so than trying to get these other units up. I think it's starting to get actually a little bit more difficult. I don't think this game is very difficult at all, to be honest. But I think it's starting to ramp up a little bit. A little bit more. Because I'm having to think a little bit more than nothing at all. Alright, this is a bruh moment right here. But we got them all with that. Whew. I should really put these guys in the back line, because it's getting a little dicey. I don't want them to get eaten. You here. I'm not properly funding my operation by not putting these sunflowers down. It's I gotta make sure I do that. It's gonna pay off in the long run. Alright, this guy might be okay. He might be, yeah, I was gonna say, he might be just dead. I don't think I need to use a squash on him. I'm just gonna use a squash on this guy instead. I think, honestly, having some slowing down units could be nice here. Let's get my whole back row of sunflowers. Let me know if you ever did nothing. I always did the 2 rows of sunflowers in the back. I don't know about you guys. I feel like that's my vibe. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else did anything different ever, but like I feel like that's kind of the mood. Let me just wipe half of the entire game real quick. We're good. Insane. The cherry bomb is so crazy. It never not will be crazy. I mean, that's gonna be like 90% of the podcast. It's just gonna be like, so did you use the cherry bomb? Man, that thing's it's pretty good. If you don't want the entire cast to be alive, yeah, it's a little good. Just a little strong. I mean, it has a pretty long cooldown, but like seriously, it's ridiculous. For a thing you get so early too, it's really good. Sunflower. Alright, if I can get the... Oh, he actually was able to make it over, and now he's done. He was able to make it over, and now he's dead. He's, dead and buried. He's gone. He got goofed on. Look at this beautiful pattern we're making now. Just wait until we get the fire pillar things, and then we'll really be cooking. When you get the fire, it's pretty awesome. I don't want to put one up here because it's a waste, because I think that they can only fire triples a certain amount. Like, if I put them on top, I don't think they could fire optimally. So let's see. No, don't. Oh, he actually managed to eat that son of a gun. Actually managed to fully eat him. I could have stopped it, but I honestly had confidence in his ability. I had the utmost confidence that he wouldn't get eaten, and then he did, which is really sad. But we'll put a new one there. You know what? Just to be a mad, I was gonna say just to be a mad lad, I'll put 1 sunflower over here. But I changed my mind immediately because there's a lot of things going on. Put some few down here. Yeah, all right. I think we've solved this again for the most part. Another level taken care of, mostly. Now here we go. Put you here. Might as well throw a lily pad down just to block people. Because you never know if who's being sussy. Look at that guy. He just spawned there. He was being sus. Alright, I'm gonna go up here and use it. And just hope my my defenses down here are okay. Alright, I think we might take a slight L, but we're okay. We took a minuscule L, like a lowercase L. Alright, we're now able to buy things, I believe. I believe that's what this is. Crazy Dave's car key. You can now access Crazy Dave's shop. Look at this crazy fella. Look at this lovely, crazy dude. You found my car key. That means you're diddly doodly doo. Alright, now check this out. Alright, so obviously I'm gonna want... I mean, the extra seed slot's pretty good. Pool cleaners, I don't really care. That's pointless. The double sunflower, I mean, twin sunflowers. I mean, come on. Yeah, we're gonna want that. We're gonna want that. Let's see. Real little, real mean. Protect your shins. I love the just tiny zombies. Alright, let's do it. They just shrunk. It's like, what's our idea for a level? Alright, we'll take zombies. We'll scale them by half. Just do... Alright, just scale their entire body by half, and we'll call it a day. Alright, if I throw this guy back here... I'll see if I can save this cherry bomb. That cherry bomb might be best used somewhere else. I have a lot of walnuts to block them, luckily, I guess, but nothing... Alright, I'll cherry bomb down here. I'll cherry bomb once up here. Just to avoid them just destroying everything. This walnut is not having a good time. Alright. I would really, really appreciate some units, game. They really don't want to give me anything. Alright, the lily pads are great and all, but I would appreciate anything. Anything at all. Alright. The pea shooter here is not gonna cut it. Alright, now they might be okay. Alright, now this is actually getting sketch, just based on, like, the sheer lack of any units that I have anywhere. I will say the walnuts do be looking kind of tasty. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to take a crunch on them if I was to see one of them. Man, I wish walnuts were real. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so I have cherry bombs I could probably use right here. Yeah, I feel like that was a pretty good use of one. This is going to be a good use of this one, just to get rid of those guys. Alright, and then... Alright, we at least have one of each row. Two here. I'm going to probably the cherry bomb these swimmers. Just based on how they're going. This football player right here might be a prime candidate. Get murked. Alright, there we go. We cleared half the wave. Coin. Oh, there they are. They're up here. Ow, he ate the whole thing. He got one of us. He can't get all of us. If I could now get a lily pad, remember the thing I said I didn't want, and I just missed money. That's so sad. Wow, he instantly ate that. Okay, well I'm gonna have to, okay, he's eating the walnut. Oh god, wait, I'm panicking. This was a mistake. The game is a little bit harder than before. Alright, let's just get rid of those guys before they just destroy my everything. They already kind of destroyed all my stuff, but I don't appreciate them just sitting in my pool just wrecking everything. Not very cash money of them. Let's go ahead and take out some units. Let's take out all the football players because they're annoying. And now we're just gonna, like, bolster our defenses. This was the last wave anyway, I think. Oh, I think I remember the chili pepper actually being kind of nice. I can't put my finger on exactly why. Yeah, it's for his entire lane. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a day on Plants vs. Zombies for now. I think we've hit a good point. We can't afford... Oh, we can afford! I'll buy the double flowers, why not? Well, that was Plants vs. Zombies, for now. I think we'll switch it on over to... Maybe we'll just call it a day, I guess. Or we could switch it on over... You know what? I'll call it a day for now. You know, we'll just do a quick little PVZ stream. Because there's always tomorrow to stream as well. So we'll keep it brief today. Thanks for watching the stream, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.